It's every bit of pain that I pictured.
It must be 3/4 of the way there, eh?
Oh yeah, definitely 3/4 of the way to quarter of the way there. I've made it out of the bush. That's the first big hurdle over. It's all pretty easy going from here really, apart from this hill up to the trig, but not too bad. We survived. It's not too bad today up here.
Nah, fucking.
Feeling the burn.
Yeah.
Well, made it down to the river. That's the worst of it over. Now we push upstream, about 50 minutes, an hour or so, maybe a little more. It's a campsite. And, you get some wet feet and see if we got some time for a hunt after we set up camp.
In your mind.
Pain's only temporary. Well, let's fucking go. Go, go, go. Oh.
Oh, fuck me.
It is so cold. Oh, that's the crossing done. Oh, feet are stone cold. I've had afternoon stalk, only had an hour or so, but we just snuck up behind camp and managed to see one deer that we spooked, and I let out a couple of single calls and got a reply from a stag just over on the next sort of spur, so that was good as well. But we ran out of light, so we couldn't chase him. It was sort of just right on as it was going dark in the bush. And weather's turning to shit, it's raining already, so it's a shame, but never mind. First day done and dusted. I just eating breakfast and Chad's just cooking up some bacon. And I was just in the middle of saying the smell of that bacon might bring in a Sika stag. And I got to the word bacon, I think, and then heard one calling over here, which I think was probably the same one we heard last night. My menu's not looking quite as appetising as Chad's. Well, I haven't bumped into anything yet. About 10 minutes ago I heard, I assume, that same stag down the bottom. Damn it. The one I was looking for this morning. He let out a few single calls again. I'll leave him be, I'm not going all the way back down to chase him. So I head up into one of the guts up here. Looks Looks like the way the wind's going, it'll be best to drop on down to the right side here and sidle around. Yeah, so far, not a lot of excitement. We'll see how we go. There we go, good result. It's mid-morning, 10:30. I've been following fresh sign along here. I spooked, well, I think I spooked a stag back off the main spur because it let out a few single calls at me, and then I heard something whistling a bit further away. They'd come this way, and then I've been following some, I think they might have dropped down though, and I was following some fresh tracks along here. It's just nice sunny, a bit of bush. Just pushed through a really shitty thick gut, and then come into this nice open stuff, and thought it'd be a good chance there'd be something hanging around, and the footprints were so fresh. I come up over here, just heard a few steps, but mewed. It sounded like it was maybe going to run off, and it stopped just over there on that little spur. And I was struggling to shoot through these here. I didn't have a great line of sight, so I just had to move around a bit and had its back to me, so just sort of had to aim up between the shoulders. So hopefully it's a good enough shot. It's down anyway, so looks like it might just be a yearling. Just moved them down to a flat spot from up there. It's just a young spiker. No big trophy, but I'm pretty wrapped. It's my first Sika. I've missed one before, a really nice stag, and left a young stag or spiker that same day, like in my last Sika video. So I guess I've had the opportunity to shoot them, but this is my first one, and it was truly bush stalked. There was no hee-hawing or anything to let me know where it was, so pretty wrapped. The bullet's gone right where I aimed and just completely spined him. Just straight down the centre of the spine. So unfortunately the poor bugger was still kicking around a bit, so I had to finish him off. But he certainly wasn't going anywhere. Bloody good result anyway. Been a good week or 10 days. 10 days ago got 2 reds in the Ruahinis, and then a couple of days ago on Saturday I got the pig, and Chad got a fallow buck, and now we're in the Kaimanawas a couple of days later, and we've got a Sika on the ground, so pretty good. Freezer's getting nice and full, Heaps of meat for friends and family. Oh yeah, he wasn't going anywhere. This turned out to be quite a good shot. The heart's still good, so I'll take that back and we'll cook that on a hot stone over the fire. I just checked the GPS and camp's about 650 metres away in a straight line, so might be a kilometre or so. And the front legs feel alright. The very front of them might be a little bit buggered, but in general they seem pretty good, so I might just take the head off this bugger and carry him whole back to camp. I can hang him there for a couple of days and bone him out before we leave.
Pump spiker and it bloody squealed, and then I didn't see it that time, and then I carried on around the next cut, and then yeah, I saw him just on the other side of the spur.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't get a shot, I didn't want him.
Nah, he bloody fucking started whistling and squealing the whole bloody way, letting everyone know that he was there and something.
Did you hear any roars at all?
Oh yeah, there's a red roaring on the other side.
Really?
Twice this morning.
Oh, cool.
Probably about an hour ago.
Oh, sweet.
And then there was further down the valley, it might have been that spiker, but I heard one further down the valley this morning, well away.
Sika.
Yeah.
Oh.
Other than that, didn't hear probably.
There's been there's some fresh as fuck time over there. There's been a deer hanging about.
Yeah.
But I reckon today sometime.
Oh, you did get one.
Deer hanging about.
Oh man, good on you.
I was going to leave it.
Was that earlier this morning?
Yeah, it was like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I heard it. I almost wasn't sure if it was a gunshot or not, but I was like, yeah, no, I think that was a right gunshot, and I was like, fucking Reese would have shot something. And then
So we currently have some Sika heart with a bit of delicious rub on it, and Chad dragged in some kumara and tinfoil, so we've got them baking up in the fire. He didn't even tell me about this. This is a little treat, bit of a surprise. They're going to be bloody amazing. How's that?
Oh, that's good. So tender.
Oh, check
Beautiful.
Oh, stop it. Now for the main course. Oh, yippee.
I love hunting, eh?
Did you hunt that?
Yeah. At the supermarket.
It is so cold this morning. There's a good frost out there. Chad's just headed off to cross the river in his Crocs. Good luck to him, there's like an inch of bloody ice on some of those rocks down there. It's not going to be much fun. Oh. Anyway, I'm just getting prepared. Probably plan on being out for the whole day, so pack a couple extra bits of food in my bag. And then I'll be getting on my way too. I can see Chad, he's made it across. I bet he's bloody cold by now. A hind or a yearling just come running in right to the I've been standing here for about 5 minutes. That was mental. That went on for just over an hour. 45 minutes at the start, in the first bit. In the end I decided I just have to bloody move, so I moved and stood up and got a few more photos and footage. And they got a little weary, so they pushed around this spur. So I followed them, and for another 15 minutes watched them. Crazy. So now they've gone up there. But there was a stag over that direction that was calling out when they were whistling, and it seemed like it was coming in, but it went quiet. So the wind's going down, I'll sidle around, then go back up, come back this way. Pretty exciting hour. I've made it back up to the ridge, just having a bit of a rest, a bit of a lunch break, and while I have a rest I'm just transferring over the photos and videos of those deer onto my phone to have a better look once I get back to camp later. It's about 2 o'clock now, so just another 10 minutes or so rest, and I'll just drop down off the ridge and sort of hunt my way back to the hut for the last few hours of light. That should fill in the day. Hopefully stumble across a stag. I just heard one roaring somewhere over yonder, up the head of the gully though. Guess maybe that's where I should be. It's a bit late in the day to head up there now. It's all good. Bump into something this afternoon, no doubt. Well, I've just heard a shot from Chad. I'm just about back down at the river. I'm done for the day. But yeah, just heard a shot ring out from the ridge over from me. So I'll give him a call on the radio shortly and see how he got on. Whether he bagged a beauty stag or a meat animal. Oh, and that tin ass, he probably got a good 8-point stag. I said, is it a big stag you've shot?
Oh, I thought it was you.
Oh, was that not you? No, it wasn't me.
You're not that far away from me either, are you?
Nah, just across the stream, but I'm just down towards the river now. Okay, well it wasn't Chad. Must be someone else.
Oh, yeah, I just got your location. Yeah, you're down the river. You're almost back at camp, eh?
Yeah, I'm just about down at the river. I'm just on that bench. But the shot sounded like it was up by you.
Yeah, no, it was me.
Yeah, arsehole. What is it? Okay, it is Chad.
Nah, it's no big stag, mate. It's alright. It's just a yearling hind.
Nice work. Beautiful eating.
Yep. I've been following these fresh tracks for a couple of minutes, and then it appeared about 15 metres in front of me.
Wicked. Did you spook it or nah?
Yeah, I spooked it and then I muted it and it stopped, and then I managed to get a shot.
Good shit. Nice work, mate. I'll see you back at camp. I didn't have much luck on the stag front today. Not that I was overly expecting to. I'm the worst bloody bush hunter. More of a spook and shoot method. But we got close to a few animals today, so that was cool. Some pretty cool footage in there, I think. Stag, we'll have to wait till next time. Made it back. It's been a long day. Have a hot cuppa, I think. I was just walking back into the bush at camp, and a Sika started squealing just over the river. She must have been just about to walk out onto the river. She was right down at my level and right on the bush edge, and started squealing and just worked her way right up the hill now. Sneaky little buggers. Anyway, I'm going to get the kettle on and have a hot drink. Oh, so good. Here he is, old Slayer. Oh, you did the backpack on the backpack, eh?
Yeah, some fella told me about it.
Works alright, eh?
Does the job.
Fuck, that looks tasty.
Yeah.
But head shot, neck shot.
Neck shot there.
Nice. Beauty. Mate, well done. And yeah.
It was like me to that tree away, just sideways, just like. And it ran, and it ran about, I don't know, 10 meters, and then I just gave it a whistle, and it stopped and turned around. So.
Boom. See you later. Curried venison sausages. And on the menu again tonight, tasty venison heart from that of a sacrificial young Sika yearling. That is good. That is amazing. That would have to be one of the tenderest bits of meat I've ever eaten. Standoff with a spiker. First deer we've seen all morning, so it's pretty cool. Just come around onto this ridge and he's just up there in the sun looking down at us. Managed to get the camera out, but he took off just as I was pressing record and trying to get him on it. So he's still hanging around over here somewhere. Come over last night to cut the loins out of mine to cook up, and I found a bloody young cat perched on the neck of my deer with its head in the bloody bullet hole wound, and it's eaten half of one of the shoulders. So that's one front leg buggered for me. Dirty little bastard. We're pretty much all done here. So get rid of these carcasses and get the meat in our bags. It's time to head down river and hit the hill. Looking forward to that. It's us all packed up, ready to head out. I don't think there'll be much filming beyond this point because we'll be dying.
Bitching and moaning.
Yep. Right, let's get into it. Homebound. Oh, we're getting there. We made it along the river and about 2/3 of the way up this hill, back up to the Urchin. Chad's killing it. It's either the electrolytes he had this morning or he snuck in a line of speed or something and did that this morning, because he's hauling ass up here and I'm dying. I'm in Struggle Street as always, but we're almost there, sort of. Some running repairs up on the ridge for the diabetic. My bag was rubbing the shit out of my needle on my side, so it was too painful. I had to take it out. I've done the hill without it and now I chuck a new one in.
You reckon it's me doing the drugs?
I can fucking assure you this stuff doesn't give me any form of energy. Oh, that one hurts like. Drugged back up, ready to carry on. Whoop whoop. Oh, I've made it most of the way out. We're up at the trig, so just about to do the downhill. And we just heard the best roar we've heard in the 4 days we've been here.
It was screaming its tits off.
It was magnificent. Not one did that while we're in. Not like that. Just as we're on our way out. Unbelievable.
Pretty sure it's the ridge above the camp too.
Yeah, it's right. I think they're at our camp eating whatever scraps we left behind. Yeah, bastards.
They're screaming about its kids not being alive anymore.
Who killed Jerry? Come back, you bastards!
You bastards!
You murdering bastards!
You're gutless! Gutless!
You'll be back! Hunting does some funny things to you. Now we're going to try to find our way out through this shit. Let's go.